Why do you think Doc and Marty are so close?
Marty believes his family is a bunch of geeks, right? They're a bunch of dweebs. He's looking for friendship or even a fatherly kind of figure that's cooler. Doc isn't necessarily cool, but Doc's got a bunch of stuff, and this is the 1980s when stuff was pretty cool. He's got his guitar, he's got his amplifier, he's got all these other things. So I think actually Doc needs Marty more than Marty needs Doc. I would assume that Doc convinced Marty to come over by saying, hey, I've got a place you can play guitar or whatever.
Which sounds totally sketchy.
Which says, I've got this van full of
guitar.
I've got this van full of candy. Jump on in. But I mean, I would assume that Doc approached Marty with all this stuff, and Marty was like, okay, cool, yeah, I could definitely like come over. And he was like, by the way, would you help out with some things? Just have this camcorder if you'll just show up at this mall at midnight. No, weird. I think that Marty appreciates that Doc let him in, like play around, check out some stuff, and he makes Marty feel important because now he's got this kind of like figure who just lets him play with all the cool toys. And then Doc feels like he's got a friendship with this younger boy. Weird to say, but he's got this friendship with this younger boy because he's got this guy who can come around and help assist him and kind of be, the Igor to his Frankenstein. I think that their relationship really relies on the fact that like they don't need each other, but they both feel like they need each other in that moment. I don't know how long they've been friends, but it seems like for a while.
And it is creepy to try and figure out how they became friends, because it's hopefully Doc's like a friend of a friend or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I agree. I think they provide something to each other that they don't otherwise have. Doc doesn't have any family. He doesn't have anybody. At least we don't think he has any family in his life. He's not married. He doesn't have any kids. And so Marty sort of represents a connection that he doesn't have. As far as Marty needing Doc, I feel like Marty, at least for the story, I feel like Marty needs Doc more than Doc needs Marty, because in the beginning of the movie, you're right, Marty's family, they're geeks, they're dweebs, which I love that you brought the word dweeb back. That's awesome.
80s, dude. We're podcasting with
I know. It's gnarly. So,
rad, dude.
Rad.
That's such a rad word.
So, I'm so lost now.
Sorry.
Not only are they geeks and dweebs, but I think there's this sense that because of maybe being bullied his whole life, George McFly has kind of given up. He's resigned himself to life being the way it is, and that I'm just not that good at confrontation, and everything is the way it is, and there's no reason to dream beyond that or to hope beyond that.
Right.
And I think Marty hates being in that environment. And Doc is the antithesis of that, right? Doc is an inventor. He's a scientist. He's a dreamer. Marty gets that sort of passion for life and that desire to go beyond your circumstances from Doc.
Yeah.
In turn, Marty gives that to Doc in the 50s. Because Doc he seems a bit like a shut-in. He's doing everything in his house. He's not interacting a whole lot. And then when it comes to this idea that Marty is literally trying to save his life by writing him this letter.
Yeah.
And he won't look at it. He's so stuck in his ways. He doesn't want to know what's in the future. But by ultimately embracing it, Marty does save him.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just reading into this way too much, but to me, their connection is really deep and important and integral to the whole story.